My homeowners association president tried to destroy my life over a flower pot. I never imagined that a simple flower pot could turn my life into a nightmare. 3 years ago, I moved into what seemed like the perfect neighborhood. Quiet streets, friendly neighbors, well-kept lawns. It looked like the kind of place where nothing bad ever happened. I was wrong. One Saturday morning, I bought a beautiful blue ceramic flower pot from a local garden center. I placed it beside my front door and planted bright red geraniums inside. It wasn't huge, it wasn't blocking anything, and honestly, it made the house look better. A week later, I found a violation notice taped to my door. Unauthorized exterior modification. Remove immediately. I laughed. Surely it was a mistake. I emailed the homeowners association and explained that it was just a flower pot. A few days later, I received a reply from the homeowners association president himself. Rules are rules. I removed the pot temporarily and thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. A month later, I noticed something strange. Every time I did anything outside, someone seemed to be watching. When I parked my car slightly closer to the curb, I received a warning. When I left my trash can out for a few extra hours, I received another warning. When a storm knocked over a small garden decoration, I received a fine before I even got home from work. Meanwhile, my neighbors were doing the exact same things with no consequences. At first, I thought I was imagining it. Then one evening, my next-door neighbor quietly walked over while I was mowing the lawn. "Have you noticed he's targeting you?" she asked. My stomach dropped. She pointed toward the homeowners association president's house. "He watches your property constantly." I laughed nervously. She didn't. Over the next few months, the fines kept coming. $50. $100. $200. Each one more ridiculous than the last. The homeowners association claimed my mailbox color was slightly incorrect. They claimed my driveway had a stain. They claimed my bushes were 1 inch taller than allowed. The total reached nearly $2,000. I started losing sleep. Every day I expected another notice. Then things got worse. One afternoon, I received a certified letter threatening legal action if I didn't pay the fines immediately. I sat at my kitchen table staring at the paper. How had a flower pot turned into this? That's when I decided to stop being afraid. I requested every homeowners association record I was legally entitled to review. Meeting minutes. Violation reports. Financial documents. Everything. The homeowners association president didn't seem worried. At first. Weeks later, while reviewing hundreds of pages of records, I found something strange. Several violation reports against me listed inspection dates when the president had supposedly observed my property. The problem? On some of those dates, he had publicly posted vacation photos online from another state. My heart started racing. I kept digging. The deeper I looked, the uglier things became. Dozens of violations had been issued without proper documentation. Some fines appeared to have been approved without board votes. Certain records seemed to have been altered after the fact. I wasn't looking at a misunderstanding anymore. I was looking at a pattern. I hired an attorney. When the homeowners association received the evidence package, everything changed. Suddenly, the aggressive letters stopped. The threats disappeared. The president who had acted untouchable for nearly 2 years became strangely quiet. A few weeks later, an emergency homeowners association meeting was announced. The room was packed. Homeowners filled every seat. Many had their own stories. Stories of selective enforcement. Stories of intimidation. Stories that sounded exactly like mine. For the first time, I realized I wasn't the only target. Hours later, the board voted to launch an independent investigation. The president resigned before the investigation was completed. A month later, every fine issued against me was erased. Every dollar I had paid was refunded. The Homeowners Association formally acknowledged that the violations had been improperly enforced. As for the flower pot, it's still sitting beside my front door today. Every morning when I leave for work, I see those red flowers blooming inside that same blue ceramic pot. Most people see a decoration. I see the tiny object that exposed a bully who thought nobody would ever fight back.